Come on. Come on.
Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. It is early, so I need to be a little bit quiet. But this is going to be a full day of eating now on prep, and we are just under 21 weeks out. So wait time has been 6 AM. I'm straight in, electrolytes, fluids, and we crack straight on the work. New low this morning, 88.7, so that is now 3 kilo, pretty much bang on from start weight, which is very good, perfect. Cracking on with the check-ins. We see Phil here, fat loss is done now this phase, so what we've done is we've just filtered in some carbohydrates now to start to fill the tank. He's going on holiday in 10 days, so we don't need to push any more fat loss here. Phil's going to look much better once we fill, so we know we have to run a little bit flat. Food's been lower, we're a little bit depleted. Now we can slowly start to filter those carbs in and look really, really good. So I'm looking forward to Phil, and Phil is somebody who will just tick them boxes, get him drilled. I know if I give him that food, he's fucking nailing that food and nothing else, which is why he looks the way he does. And he's made the progress that he has. Meal 1 is going to be at 8 AM, so we have a good bit of time just cracking on first, which we're going to dive back into now. Let's go. Right, boys, so what we do is work 6 till 7, and then we get on the coffee. You have to fucking use this, obviously, to fill the kettle up. It's the most annoying thing. So 6, 7, fasted, coffee, and then meal 1's going to be at 8, so I'll literally drink this and then just get straight back into work. Right, boys, that is work block 1 wrapped up. It's about 20 past 8, and we're gonna get this down me. Whey, 30 gram, 50 gram raspberries, I think I've got frozen, 10 gram peanut butter, 125 oats. So still a good amount going in pre. This is still 3,100 calories, boys, and we're 3 kilo down. So to be dropping off that, for me, is very, very good. I'm very happy to be dropping off that amount. So I'm gonna sit now for 5, chill, get this down me. And then I have got pre, which I bang in the freezer, which is nice. It's nice because obviously I'm used to driving to the gym. Can't go on my phone, can't get anything done there, so I can get a lot of replies done and stuff like that on the way to the gym and back from the gym. So yeah, it's expensive getting Ubers everywhere, but it actually works out that I can do so much more work. So I've actually found, I get back, I'm like, oh, I've done what I would typically do when I pull up to the gym or when I pull up to the house. So that is good, to be fair. I'm just in the routine now, like smashing straight on with work. Everyone replied to, everyone gets everything very quickly, because obviously with being 3 hours ahead, it's just nice. So that's meal 1, that's going to go down, and then post workout I will show you. But we're going to TK today. I won't show you that session because the last video was a full push session in Banu, so go watch that if you haven't watched that. But yeah, that's going to be pre going down, go smash the session, and then we'll get back and we'll get straight back into meal 2. The pre has just got pre and 5 grams of creatine in there. So I'm going to sit. I'll probably go out inside, to be honest, because it's absolutely roasting and I'll burn. So that is getting down. Let's smash, push, boys. Let's roll. So we are back from the gym, and mentally, I don't like having too long away from check-ins. I feel like the longer the day drifts on, the more I struggle to get locked in, because it mentally does take a lot, check-ins. Like, I put a lot of energy and I don't just say, oh yeah, boom, send it out, like what the client's done, what's best, and it takes a lot. It does take a lot. So I like to get straight back in with that, get in that groove straight away, and then I'll have my second meal post a little bit, because it's not long. It's only a 9-minute drive back from the gym, so I don't mind a little bit of time, and then we'll get into post, because it's still only 11 o'clock here, 8 o'clock over in the UK. So I will get a good bit of work done for an hour, and then I'll get cracking on with meal 2, which the whey paste is freezing away currently in the freezer, ready to roll. So I just need to make the eggs and the sourdough, so I'll show you what we got. So meal 2, which is post workout today, but it's usually been meal 1 if we train at a different time, if we train any later, right? So sourdough is from Spinneys. There is a Spinneys like literally 1 minute away. So that's 10.50 dirham, which is like £2, which is decent to be fair. So that is actually like relatively cheap. And then what I have got, pink salt for the eggs. Got the eggs, so we've got 3 eggs, 100 grams of sourdough, and then I've got 35 grams of whey, which I've frozen. I'm gonna get that out of the freezer. And then as a sauce on the eggs, I need to get some more of this today. I actually got the Skinny Food sweet chili sauce. So gluten-free, fat-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, no added sugars. So I need to get another one. They have got, I can't remember what the other flavour was actually. That's in Spinneys as well, so I'm gonna go get that. I've just been frying them. So to fry them, we've got the Pam spray, which I've been banging on there. And then that's it, that's meal 2. So I'll get that made. I'll show you when it's done. So the whey is here, boys. We've got the little tub. And we've got 35 gram in this meal. So I'm gonna pop it back in because I forgot to put it in before I went to the gym. So it's just a little bit soft. We don't want that. So we'll bang that back in. And you can see we got, Lucy's got some bits, but we've got the mushrooms, frozen raspberries, mixed peppers there. And then it's a boring fridge in it. It's turkey mince, which I'll run through. They didn't have beef mince, chicken, apples, eggs. But it's not the most exciting meals in the world, boys, but they're doing the job. Sourdough is ready. Let's get the eggs onto there, and then we'll show you boys what we're saying. So that, fellas, once we get that sauce on there, it's going to be meal 2 down the hatch, and then it's straight back to work. Right, fellas, so it gets to this time where I need a break from work, right? Because literally, like, head is just in the laptop. So cardio needs getting done. This is the perfect time to be productive. Get cardio drilled while I have a little bit of a break. So I'm gonna head down now, get on the trusty old cross trainer. 25 minutes, we've got 5 times a week, so I'm gonna get that nailed. It's handy having it in this building. So as always, what I'll do, get the watch on after 5, make sure at least 130 beats per minute, and then that's cardio, boxed off, 25, and then I need to go pick up a few little bits of food as well, so I'll take you to Spinneys. So, nobody in here, boys. We're gonna jump on the cross trainer. I do love the view from this gym. It's a sick view. So we've got a nice view of the marina there. And then we do have, for abs, very decent. So I could actually nail abs there, to be fair, but I've just been doing it in the gym. Got a rower. Got, I think that's the ab machine as well. Honestly, some of the techno gym ab machines, right? They're bang on, I'm not even joking. So that's decent. That would actually be decent just with flies. That would actually be decent for rows and pull down. So for them 3, you could actually do a good bit. And then we've got the Smith machine as well. So for whatever reason, if I do have to train here, the only day I'm thinking is the day we travel home. Might need to nail pull early. So to be fair, to get abs drilled on there, dumbbells for buys, cable stuff for buys, rows, the pull down, it's not bad. I can get pull like properly drilled here and actually have a good session when you're smart with your programming. Might just need to do like 3 sets of the good stuff. Like, so 3 movements, 3 sets, rather than 4 movements, 2 sets, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna jump on here now. That's where we're gonna be for the next 25. And we will get that, boys, absolutely smashed. So let's jump on. We'll get a stick to football on and we'll get that drilled. Let's get it. 25 done. I am sweating. It is warm out, boys. I tell you that. So we're gonna go and get the goods now. To be honest, right, food is more expensive when we're getting like meat, but still, boys, like I've literally just been having, like you'll see today, right, the sourdough, the eggs, oats. I've then got beef and rice meal, and then chicken and rice, right? And
it works out pretty cheap. Like, as long as you stay organised with it, it works out pretty cheap. So you'll see now I'm going to go back and make turkey mince. I had to get the turkey mince. That's the first day I've had it today. They didn't have beef mince yesterday, and I needed it because I needed to go back and eat 2 meals. So turkey mince for today, I've just worked the calories the same, and that's why, boys, right? I've got the meal plan from Ben, but I would still log the food because, for example, yesterday, no beef mince, it's getting late, had to get something. Turkey mince, make sure protein and calories are the same as much as I could, and then we're good, right? So I'm going to go and get the beef mince now, so then tomorrow we're back to normal. So have your base meals, but still log the food, because sometimes you need to change them, right? You need to change them. So I'm praying now that they've got the beef mince, because I'm not the biggest fan of the turkey mince, to be honest, but it'll do for today. So anyway, we'll get into the spinnies, which is just there. That's all it takes to walk, so it's nice and convenient, boys. And because I've got my bag and my water, I need my hands. So I will catch up with you back in the room when we are making meal 3. Nice bit of steps done as well. So let's get in there, fellas. Prepping the next 3. We've got turkey mince. Gonna use that sauce. I got that sauce, right? So this one is Southwest 2 cows per 10 gram. And then you got that one as well. I don't even know where you can get them from in England, but they're banging. And then we've got the rice, so 270 with peas, which I'm going to split across 3 meals. So we've got 100 gram, 70 gram, 50 peas in both. And then I'm going to cook the beef, which I'm going to have with my last meal. And then I am going to have the other 2/3 tomorrow. So not only am I prepping those meals there now, I will also then be able to have that one tomorrow, which is a big help. And then we've just been using that as seasoning, which is like, there's barely anything in it. So it's been good. I've been enjoying that with a bit of seasoning on there. Honestly, you give me chicken, beef, you give me a sauce like that, hot sauce, anything like that, easy. And then for fats, I've been banging a bit of peanut butter with that as well. And that is the nicest peanut butter I've ever had in my whole life. It's banging. So there we have meal 3 in all its glory, fellas. We've got a little bit of that sauce. I think it's 140 turkey mince, 100 grams raw weight basmati rice, and then 50 gram of peas. And I'll show you meal 4, but it's literally going to be exactly the same, but just with 70 gram of rice. And I was saying to Ben as well, I was having cereal for that meal 4 at home, but when I get back, I definitely just want to switch to 2 beef rice meals, because my digestion has been absolutely amazing. Like, I've felt great. My digestion's been great. I have not been bloated at all. I've had nothing there whatsoever. And obviously, it's all like a little bit different foods. It's different meats and different sauces and stuff, but I've been great. Digestion's been amazing, and I think that's partly with less food now as well, because this day was 4,000 calories for a long time. You know, it's now 3,100 today. So that is, you know, protein nice and high in a great spot. So we're gonna sit back, boys, enjoy the view for 5, and then we're gonna get back into an hour of work. It's 3 o'clock currently, and then me and Lucy will go out and get some steps done, and then we're back to work for that final block. So these days are literally 6 till 8:30 before I'll stop, and that's fine. We're organised, got some good stuff to do. We've got the team call tonight, got 2 consults as well, which I'm looking forward to. So big day, big Thursday. Right, fellas, look at the state of that for one. It's one of the annoying things there with water. Just got those sugar-free grape. The one thing I do like before I train is a sugar-free chewing gum, so they come in absolutely clutch. I've got grape, and I've just got through. There's a few left, watermelon, but they're banging. So it is time for meal 4. But before I do that, again with the annoying water, I need to put them away. The one thing I do miss is a tap, boys, to be honest. So if you're watching this in good old England, don't take your tap for granted, because I'd love a tap right now. So I have got the same meal as before. I'll show you on the balcony. Turkey, mince, rice, peas. This one is just 70 grams. That's the only difference. So I'm going to put these away. Get out there. Right, boys, so there's your close-up with the sauce. There's somebody going down the zip wire as well. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, and this is the thing, like on a busy day like today, right, the last thing I can be arsed doing is faffing about with what I'm eating. Like, I just want the same meals there, drilled. If I do want to change something, sound, I can change something. But, and it's the same for you watching this, they need to at least be there. Have your standard day at least there. If that's 7 days a week and you've been super busy and you just drill it, unreal. If you've been a busy week and your meals are just set, you need to eat. So if your meals are just set and it's easy and you do them bang, 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 that's been me this week, and that's easy, right? I've not changed anything. If I do want to swap something, say I wanted to put a wrap instead of that, sound, but it's going to take you a little bit longer, isn't it, to sort that out? So have your plan. And this is what we do with all clients, right? We have the plan, and if something does change, if they go out for Nando's with the boys, if they've got no rice and then you need to use wraps, you've got a packet of wraps in, right? You need to understand how to do that as well, and that's why we get all the clients to log the food so we can see that as well and help them where they're struggling. And you need that, otherwise you're just firing shots in the dark. And as always, boys, it's been a busy one today. If you want to join the team, we've got some unbelievable results coming. I'll actually show you now the ones we've shared and we are sharing. So I was just looking through from the year, and we've had some very good results. So Chris shared yesterday, 20 kilo pulled off, absolutely quality. Jord, since he started, just completely changed his shape, which is unreal to see. Muscle up, body fat down, quality, look at that. Smashed it, and that's with moving to Australia as well. He's done that in that time. Phil, unbelievable. IB for shreds, complete. This is Phil flat, but we will fill the tank this week now. So just absolutely immense. So that's just literally the results that we will get on this week. Absolutely ridiculous from the boys. So if you are interested, you want to have a chat, as always, link in the description. Make sure you hit that. And I'm going to eat this meal, boys. That'll be meal 4 out of 5 down. So boys, it is now 5 to 8, and usually we have the team call when I'm at home at 7. But obviously being over here, that would mean it's 10 PM, which is not ideal. So we have got it at 5 PM. So I've just got off 2 consult calls, 2 really, really good lads. I'm excited to get them started, to be honest. I think they'll both absolutely smash it. Can tell they've both got their head screwed on. We just need to just fine-tune things and get everything actually specific to the goal, right? And not just try and wing it. That's what you'll get, like, because obviously I've spoken to so many people over the years. People fail because everything's just so open-ended, like it's to get abs or to get this. But when you've got no time frame, when you've got no setup within that, you're never going to get that done, because there's no scale there. Like, you can just have a week off, have a weekend off, and then it just gets pushed back, and then you're just never going to get that done. So that's the main thing. So make sure you're not doing that. But we've got here now 15 videos ready to go from the fellas and myself. So I'm just going to break down how we can get that training absolutely 10 out of 10. And then usually we've been eating the last meal at 8 o'clock, but I'm ruining that because I'm going to jump on this call. So as soon as I am off this, I'm going to get it uploaded, and then I will show you meal 5, which, like I said, has been 8, but tonight is going to be close to half 8, but that's absolutely fine. Right, boys, so it's a very same old meal 5, to be honest. We've got beef mince. Got beef mince because I'm going to have to use it again tomorrow, so that's what we're going for. And all we're going to do is get a bit of pink salt on there, because I guarantee if we go for a walk, I'll be fucking sweating as well. So that is definitely needed. And we'll use that one again. We'll go for the good old Southwest. I don't really know what that means, to be honest, but it's nice anyway. So that is literally, I'll show you now, boys, the last meal. And all I will do is rotate with either chicken or beef with that last one. That's literally all I'll do. They're going to be very, very similar macro-wise. With when I can just change the serving size, I just literally change the serving size so it's the same amount of protein each time. And then I've got that with rice, and I've just had peas today, but I'm sure I'll switch that around at some point because I'll probably get sick of them just for something very similar. But that's literally it, simple as that. That's the last meal.
And then the only other thing I'd maybe get is if, say, we went somewhere and sat somewhere and got like Diet Coke or something like that. But I have already had a fizzy drink today, and if I drink too much fizzy, I just get bloated, and it's not it. So that will pretty much be it for today. But I'll give you the full summary calories and macros once I've eaten that. So steps getting boxed. We are there, the one with the little pink top, and that's what we've usually been doing, is rounding off steps after. If you do have a meal, big meal later on, and we'll say this to a lot of the boys, if your digestion is off when you go in bed in the morning, go for a little walk, round off steps, because you've probably got steps to do anyway. So that is definitely something that you can make sure you do. So we've either been getting them done here or by the beach, and that's been 10k. So that will stay. Ben's not moved anything. Ben's kept cardio 25, steps at 10k. So we've not missed on those, to be fair. If anything, I've been a decent bit over some days just because we have been walking about, but that will stay in. And that's been food cut off 2 hours before bed, maybe even 3 if we've eaten a little bit earlier. 2 to 3 hours, and that's again what I'd keep before you go to sleep. Keep that 2 hours. Don't be eating any closer to bed if you can avoid it. Sometimes if you have to, that's sound. But if you can, nice 2 hours, let it digest, and then you can sleep, and that's absolutely bang on. So we'll get these boxed off. I'll double check macros when we get back. That is the full day. I'm absolutely shattered, boys, to be honest now. That was a long old day, that's 10 to 10. And yeah, that was a long one, so I need to actually try and chill for an hour now, otherwise I'm just going to be absolutely smoked. But macros, let's have a look. We have, so 3,100 calories. It's just logged me out. Why is it doing that? 3,100 calories, fellas, and that is 220 protein, 420 carb, and 54 grams of fat. So that is training day, and then non-training day now is 2,600, just under 2,700. So that is where non-training day is at, and that's seen as have a nice drop. So I was, where was that again this morning? That was 88.7. So hopefully I will get a new low again below that 88.7 tomorrow, and you will see that on what will be the next video. So I appreciate you watching, boys. Any questions with that setup, obviously, then just let me know. Let me know what you do want to see, because we still got a good couple of weeks here. We can try wherever, go wherever. Let me know what you want to see, boys, whilst we're here. But a big day, and it's been a big week and a bit here. I've absolutely loved it, and when I'm in this environment, I actually work too much. I actually need to take a little bit more time to chill, to be honest. But no cardio's missed, no steps missed, no sessions missed, no check-ins missed, no calls missed, nothing. Bang on it, nailing it, which is great, and I love that, and I just love the progress from that, right? So that's what we're locked in, and if you're not doing that, boys, lock in, get a lot of fulfillment from that, right? So that's the full day of eating. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. There is 2 videos a week coming, and the link for coaching, like I said before, is always in the description, so hit that and I'll be in touch. Thank you very much for watching, boys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.